Hello students, welcome to my online class. I am your English teacher of LPM Public School that is situated in Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Students, this is a revisional video of class 5th, chapter number 8, and the name of chapter 8 is A Girl Called Manu. Students, in this video, we are going to explain exercises of this chapter. Okay, so the students, let's start. Here, exercise A, and exercise A is take the correct options. Here, statement 1, and statement 1 is after Manu's mother died, her father took her to, and your options are option A Jhansi, option B Varanasi, option C Vithuara, and option D Delhi. So the students, here correct option is option C, that is Vithuara. And now the sentence is after Manu's mother died, her father took her to Vithuara. Next now statement number 2. And the second statement is Manu and Nana were, and your options are option A relatives, option B neighbors, option C siblings, and option D friends. Students, here correct option is option D, that is friends. And now the sentence is Manu and Nana were friends. Next, third statement. And the third statement is Nana was, and your options are option A the son of Bajirao, option B the king of Jhansi, option C a courtier of Bajirao, option D the son of Moropant Tambe. So the students, here correct option is option A, that is the son of Bajirao. So the students, now the sentence is Nana was the son of Bajirao. Next, statement number 4. And the fourth statement is after the mutiny broke out in 1857, and your options are option A Major Ellis visited Rani Lakshmi Bai in Jhansi, option B Lakshmi Bai and her son lived quietly in the palace, option C Bahadur Shah Jafar was crowned king at Delhi, option D the Rani's husband Gangadhar Rao died. Students, here correct option is option C, that is Bahadur Shah Jafar was crowned king at Delhi. And now the sentence is after the mutiny broke out in 1857, Bahadur Shah Jafar was crowned king at Delhi. Students, now exercise B. And exercise B is answer these questions. Here, question number 1. And question number 1 is who was Moropant Tambe? Why was he happy? Now the students, can you give me answer? Okay. Now I am going to give answer. Moropant Tambe was a courtier of the Maratha ruler Bajirao II. He was happy because he and his wife had a baby girl named Manikarna. Students, once again listen carefully. Answer of this question. Moropant Tambe was a courtier of the Maratha ruler Bajirao II. He was happy because he and his wife had a baby girl named Manikarna. Now next, question number 2. And question number 2 is why did Rani Lakshmi Bai and Gangadhar Rao adopt a child? Now the answer of this question is Rani Lakshmi Bai and Gangadhar Rao adopted a child because they had no any higher. So the students, once again listen carefully answer of this question, and the answer is Rani Lakshmi Bai and Gangadhar Rao adopted a child because they had no any higher. Now next question number 3, and the question number 3 is what message did Major Ellis have to Rani Lakshmi Bai? Now the answer of this question is Major Ellis had the message of the Governor General of India that she had to leave the fort and live in a palace in the city. Once again listen carefully. Major Ellis had the message of the Governor General of India that she had to leave the fort and live in a palace in the city. Now, question number 4. And question number 4 is whom did Rani Lakshmi Bai request for help to fight the British? Did they support her? And now the answer of this question is Rani Lakshmi Bai requested Tatya Tope and Nana Sahib for help to fight the British. Yes, they supported her. Once again listen carefully. Rani Lakshmi Bai requested Tatya Tope and Nana Sahib for help to fight the British. Yes, they supported her. Students, now next exercise, that is exercise D. And exercise D is put a tick against the options that are not synonyms of the words in capitals. Students, means to say that you have to tick in front of those words that is not synonyms of the words. So the students here, first word is surrender. First word is surrender and your options are option A yield, option B quit, option C participate. So the students here correct option is B quit. Students, you have to tick in front of option B because quit is not synonym of the surrender. Next, second word is latest and your options are option A old, option B current and option C most recent. Students, here correct option is option B, that is current. And you have to tick in front of option B because current is not synonym of the latest. Next, third word is cunning and your options are option A tricky, option B ignorant and option C dodgy. Students, here correct option is option A, that is tricky, and you have to tick in front of option A because tricky is not synonym of cunning. Next word is fourth, that is privilege, and your options are option A rural, option B honor and option C advantage. Students, here correct option is option C, that is advantage. You have to tick in front of option C because advantage is not synonym of privilege. Fifth word is ordinary and your options are option A commonplace, option B official, option C average. Students, here correct option is option A, that is commonplace. You have to tick in front of commonplace because commonplace is not synonym of ordinary. Next, sixth word is trustworthy, and your options are option A simple, option B generous, option C loyal. Students, here correct option is option C, that is loyal, and you have to tick in front of option C because loyal is not correct synonym of trustworthy. Next, seventh word is unfair, and your options are option A open, option B prejudiced, and option C biased. Students, here correct option is option B, that is prejudiced. You have to tick in front of option B because prejudice is not synonym of unfair. Now, next exercise, that is exercise E. Exercise E is fill in the blanks with the correct words from the box to complete the idioms, then match them with their correct meanings. Means to say that you have to complete this exercise with the help of these words that given to you. After that, you will match option A with option B. Here, first word is turning, and you will write in front of turning point. After that, you will match option C, that is a very important moment. Okay, so the student now next, that is number 2. And second word is take, and you will write in front of take over. After that, you will match with option E, that is capture. Now the sentence is take over, capture. Next, third word is tragedy in, and you will write in front of tragedy in store. After that, you will match option F, that is spoil things further. Next, fourth word is make matters. Make matters. After that, you will match with option A, that is something very sad that is to happen. Next, fifth word is let someone. Fifth word is let someone, and you will write in front of let someone is down, and you will match with option D, that is disappoint someone. Next and last, that is number 6. And sixth word is make, and you will write in front of make history. After that, you will match with option B, that is do something great and important. Now, next exercise, that is exercise F. And exercise F is which word will you search for in the dictionary to find the meaning of these idioms, phrases. Also write the meaning of the idioms, phrases in your notebook. Students, you have to write meaning of these idioms in front of these words. Here, first word is give away. Students, here give away means, here first word is give away, and give away means to give something to someone for free. To give something to someone for free. Next, second word is out of action, and out of action means not working. Next, third word is ill feeling, and here ill feeling means feeling of anger or feeling of unhappiness. Both are same. Fourth word is out of order, and here out of order means not working at all or not working properly. Both are same. Fifth word is from door to door. Here from door to door means house to house. Okay. Next, sixth word is at a loss. Here at a loss means confused, not knowing what to do. Next, seventh word is break the ice. Here break the ice means to make a beginning. To make a beginning. Eighth word is take a chance. Here take a chance means take a rest. Students, you have to learn all exercise of this chapter. I hope this is clear to you. Thank you.